Hey guys, welcome to Rachel's Remedies. I'm so excited. Let's get started. We're going to work on SWR, homeschooling tips. And if you're new here, I have 5 children, 3 animals, and a very hungry husband, and am constantly putting out little things into the universe that hopefully will help you with your homeschool, your home, your cooking, whatever. Today's homeschool, so let's get started. Hello everyone, it's Rachel with Rachel's Remedies. Today I'm going to be giving my honest opinion about alternate day fasting, my results, and if I would ever do it again. Okay, hope y'all had a great week, and now let's get to some tips and tricks on SWR. We're in the red book again this week, and what you're doing when you're doing SWR, and if you're not familiar with SWR, it's the best spelling, writing, reading program on the universe. Go back and look at my other videos. I will kind of link them together under homeschool. It's a program with 2 books. You have the red book, the brown book, and it will carry you from pre-K all the way through 5th grade. It will seem complicated the first few months that you do it, maybe the first 6 weeks actually, and then you'll start to fall into a rhythm, and it's circular. So every year you're doing the same program, and every year your child is just mastering the English language. So, and if you are out there, I got one comment from someone who English is their second language. You will learn a lot from this program as well. One thing that's very helpful when you're doing the program, especially if English is a second language, is to have a little mirror in your backpack or in your area, because there are going to be some phonograms that are hard for you to say. The ah sound is hard for some people. The th sound is hard for some people. This helps children who have some kind of speech impediment, or you're trying to overcome some speech issues. You say this sound, and then you have them look in the mirror and they say the sound, and looking at themselves in the mirror is very helpful. Another thing that's very helpful is when you're sounding out the words and you're dictating them in the book, there's a couple of ways. We clapped for syllables. So happy is 2 syllables. How many syllables is happy? And they clap while they're saying it. Another thing they can do is put their hand under their chin and they say happy. Now, I like the hand under the chin better for teaching vowels and consonants, because a, is a vowel, and then f is a consonant. See how your mouth moves a lot bigger with vowels? And so I mostly use the hand under the chin for vowels and consonants teaching, but then clapping is what I like to do for the syllables. Now, I'm still kind of in chapter 12, and if you're new to the program, every year the program has this list of things you're going to do every single year. 1 through 11, plan before teaching, prepare preschoolers, read aloud to all ages, evaluate achievement level. All of the whole program is listed out by number. We kind of left off at number 12. Once you get to item number 12, you're going to introduce the WISE guide, and you're going to start doing their little book, which I'm sure is right here. So they're going to do their learning log starting with number 12. Now you're getting into the thick of things. You're getting into the heart of the program. And so I'm actually still on number 12. We kind of left off with doing this page in your book together, but I'm going to just review some tips that are still in number 12. One of the tips is show fingergrams. And yes, they may have covered fingergrams in this book, I don't know. But in case you missed fingergrams, I'm going to demonstrate what that is. Okay, we're going to go over the word 8. 8. Now, if I do 8 with a fingergram, I'm going to hold up my hand, and it's going to be 8, 8. So these 4 letters are stuck together in one phonogram. Sound it out. Is it one syllable? 8 is one syllable, but this right here is going to be a 4-letter phonogram. Now, if you're reviewing the phonograms every day, and that when they get to this particular phonogram, this is the 4-letter A. So when you say 8, there are 8 wheels on a bicycle, whatever your sentence is. When you get to the word 8, if you do the fingergrams, then the letters of the sounds are stuck together. Boy, if I fingergrammed boy, it would be B. And that one's really hard. Boy. But what would be really fun is if they do fingergrams for boy. This is B, oi. And this is the oi that we may use at the end of an English word, the OY, and it's stuck together with one sound. One thing that I read this morning in chapter 12 that I thought was really cool, the fingergrams are optional, but it's another visual that's free. You have your fingers. It's another visual you can use when you're dictating the words. Neighborhood, it's 3 syllables. Neighborhood. So nay would be a, nay. Bore would be b, or, and hood would be d. You have to be have some dexterity to do those fingergrams. However, it's kind of a cool way to show this sound right here is which is it? No, if you've already started the program. These words are organized from the most used words to the least used words in the English language. There's 2,000 words in the AIRS list, and by the time you reach word number 300, which some of you may have already reached, your child can read just about 80% to 90% of the books that are in the library. Let's say and write neighborhood. And I'm going to do A, the 4-letter A. And there we go. You've been practicing a cursive, nay, bor, and it's going to be the or. And then hood is going to be your 3rd syllable, so H, and D, which is one of the first words you learn. So how would you mark, neighborhood? Well, first of all, you're going to underline these because that is a 4-letter A. These 4 letters together always say A, nay. Now, when you do your underline, you're going to have it a little space away from this baseline, and you're going to give the child a little 6-inch ruler so that they can make that a nice little underline. Bore, neighborhood, the OR, make one sound, and then hood, o. Which sound of the 3 sounds does hood make? O. It's going to be the 2nd sound. So you're going to put the 2 above the o between the letters. And then you want the word to be legible, and so you're going to have, these are going to be your markings on neighborhood. Now this is a more difficult word. It's going to be later in the word list, but I wanted to do a word for y'all so you can kind of see this is how you're going to do the markings. They are not memorizing the markings. That is not the point of the markings. The point of the markings graph the way our language works. The book guides you through marking the words. However, I just want to do a little demonstration every time we're together so that you kind of cements in your mind in case you weren't using a little ruler. Underlines should be under the line or clearly distinct from the baseline. So not at the baseline, but slightly lower. Numbers and X's need to go you put an X over something if it's an exception. 2,000 words in the word list, and I believe there's 27 words that are or have exceptions. One such word would be ski, S-K-I. I says I. I only has 2 sounds. The reason we have the word ski with an E sound on the end is because it's a Scandinavian word and it comes from another language. It is not an English word. So that's an exception word. Now you've learned 1 out of the 27 words with exceptions. What you want to do is determine the number of words to study each week. The average for your child is going to be 10 words a week. And now you're in the brown book, you're in the WISE guide. 10 words a week for kindergarten and maybe first grade. You're gonna be bumping it up to about 20 words a week, second, 30, third, and so on. As they get older in the program, they'll be able to conquer quite a few words a week. Few students will write a word once and boop, they've got it. And then other students, they need that repetition. Small blocks of time can produce big results. Now this is huge for me. This is my biggest thing I want you to take away. If you small blocks of time. And where is it? My handy dandy timer. Now the timer is something that I use every single day with my children for all kinds of things. You need to practice music, Bob. And I'm gonna set the timer for 10 minutes. I want you to practice until the timer goes off. Tiny blocks of time add up very quickly. Small blocks of time can produce big results. Plan routine drills on phonograms and spelling and sprinkle exposure to the words throughout the day. Friday, test all the new words for the week and 10 unannounced review words or phonograms. Make students accountable all year for any spelling words and their logs. We want to train them to study for more than the weekly test. We want to build long-term memory. See step 13 for ideas and reinforcing troublesome words. And then it says continue through the WISE guide. Okay, I feel really good about this. I feel like we've covered a little bit of ground. Timer ideas. Okay, so timer ideas. I set the timer for jobs throughout the day. And then if I'm doing school, and I always have a timer, and I love the clippy kind that can clip onto them. But we did break times. So if we did school 15 minutes, and let's say I want to accomplish a 45-minute school day, but I want to incorporate running around the house 3 times, jumping on the trampoline, brushing your teeth, little things that maybe they forgot to do in their morning routine. I'll say, you know what, let's take a 5-minute break, and you take the timer with you and come back in 5 minutes. This gives me a little break in case I want to check my emails, and then gives them a little break and they just kind of have a little refresh or, you know, whatever. But the timer is invaluable. Same thing for you moms. Let's say you don't want to do the laundry, set your timer for 15 minutes. You can do anything 15 minutes, and you will be shocked. Any job that you hate doing, that if you give it 15 minutes, suddenly you're like, oh, that was not as big of a deal. I've been building that up in my mind all day long. You do not have to have perfection. You're doing little chunks of time, little dedications every single day to this program. And wow, I hope y'all are enjoying it. Enjoying it. Step 12 is beginning your daily spelling in the WISE guide. I love this program because these 2 books together, same thing with this program. You teacher, you parent, if you set your timer and 10 minutes a day, just read ahead 2 or 3 pages, start kind of formulating in your mind how you're going to bring in fingergrams or what have you. You will stay, as long as you stay 1 day ahead of the child, you are a really good teacher and you're going to be very successful. What I want to emphasize is don't get stuck in any one step. Step 12 is several pages. It's trying to explain to you the WISE guide and how to proceed in the WISE guide. you will not understand all of step 12 before moving on to the next step. In the process of mastering spelling words, we will teach a variety of other things we need to learn. Step 13, reinforce words studied. Step 14, exposed to literature through spelling sentences. So it's kind of giving you, okay, these are the next steps. Don't get too bogged down in step 12 before just going on to step 13. But if you want to really master it, do come back every once in a while. You know what? I'm going to look over step 12 again to see if there's anything I'm missing. Like the fingergrams, I had totally forgotten about the fingergrams when I was reading through step 12. I'm like, oh yeah, fingergrams. All right, I hope this helped y'all in your spell to write and read. I hope this kind of gave you a few little tips and tricks. Can't wait to see you next time. I will probably be doing homeschooling for the next 3 weeks on this program. I know I talked about fasting and losing weight. I love just sprinkling different things in. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, it's Rachel with Rachel's Remedies. Today I'm going to be giving my honest opinion about alternate day fasting, my results, and if I would ever do it again.